Boom. There we go. You guys,
We're
you guys
here.
good?
We're here.
Yes.
Success.
It looks great. Green too.
Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today?
Great. How are you?
Doing well. Not too bad at all. I have, just hanging in there and having a ball. Just enjoying a little sun here and there, but yeah, just been checking you guys out and trying to basically keep up with you guys. You have been busy as all get out, and I love it. But yeah, welcome to Indie Band Chat, everyone. This is our first episode, and we're basically just going to take an opportunity to talk to some indie bands that are just doing some great things. And I had the chance to meet this fine couple. Wow, was it August?
Yeah.
Last year? Yeah. Met them in Nashville, and actually the first time I saw you guys, I was sitting literally side stage. Jessica and I were, and we had not met before your showcase. And we got there late, and for some reason there was the table that was basically available was literally right next to the stage. So I don't know why we were late. It was probably me, but thank goodness. Thank goodness we were late, because we had the best seat in the house. And yeah, you guys, you killed it. It was, it was awesome. But yeah, so, I think we had dinner, the next day, or before we left, or lunch.
Best fried chicken I've had in my life.
Oh, was it? Do you remember where it was? I forget where it was. Bucket. Oh, that's right. Yes.
Vegetable dish they serve there is steamed broccoli. Is a meat salad.
I don't know if that's there or where that was, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of meat up in Nashville.
Delicious. Wait to go next. Well,
yeah,
it was good. But yeah, so definitely had an awesome time getting a chance to hang out with you guys and just talk music and plans and talk shop and all that stuff. But that was Nashville. That was last year. It's Thursday, so we can call that Throwback Thursday for this. But yeah, so tell just for the folks tuning in, just tell us a little bit about where you guys from, where you at now, and just kind of what some of the cool things you've been up to. Well, I've got some specific questions for you, obviously, but where are you guys from, and just tell us a little bit about you guys.
Sure. We are from Edmonton, Alberta, in Canada. So that's we live in a city right outside of the capital, actually, and
that's cool.
We've been doing music together for a couple of years.
We met at music school, Grant MacEwan, or MacEwan University is what it's called now. It's one of the best music schools in Canada. There's here on the West Coast, and then on the East Coast, we have another school, McGill. So we went there. I went for guitar, and she went for vocals. And we met each other, and so much aligned with what we wanted to do with our lives and our taste. And we kind of just started playing together, and then eventually fell in love and started this music project together.
Long story, yeah. And so 6 months since Nashville, we've gone through a bunch of changes and a lot of exciting things, and to
cool
places as well. So
this has been the craziest season ever.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool though. And so just in the last 6 months, I've been trying to keep up with you on social media, but you guys have had a lot of stuff going on, which has been amazing to see. And I'd love to see musicians just be able to share their passion and get a chance to just go after their goals and dreams and all that stuff. So it's been inspiring to see that, which is honestly one of the reasons I wanted to chat with you guys, because I do feel like what you guys are doing and really taking control of your path and all that stuff is can be an inspiration, but also lessons for musicians. So what let's not go all the way back, but let's go back to just a few months ago. Tell us about how the tour came up. I think you toured with another artist. Was that someone that you knew, or like how did that whole thing take place?
We toured with a friend. His name is Josh Sahunta, and he's an R&B artist. We met him playing some show locally as
2 years ago.
Gotcha.
And he was like, "Hey, I know you guys have done Western Canada before. I'd love to tour with you guys because you have some experience and we can cut on some costs if we go together."
Uh-huh.
Great idea. So we planned something together and just went for it.
Yeah, I was planning back in November, I think. So, yeah, a lot to put together, as they always do.
Yeah.
But we ended up going for almost a month long across Western Canada. So that's 3 provinces. That's Saskatchewan,
a lot of space.
Alberta, and British Columbia. And yeah, we were in our little camper van, hung out there, got to spend countless hours hanging out.
Yeah, it was really great. And fortunately, we had really great relationship, and we have like similar tastes.
Yeah.
In a lot of things. So we never got annoyed with each other. It was really, and we were in a small space for a long time.
Gotcha. And so you said the planning for it started in November, and then so was it March or April that it started?
April 14th.
April 14th. Okay. So now, did you have a booking agent, or were you guys doing all of that stuff yourself?
We did it all.
Okay.
When we did our first tour, I contacted as many musicians as I could and got some of their contacts, and some people were booking agents, and they gave us really good connections and stuff like that. So we kept that information, and
Awesome.
we used it this year when we were going again. And
made
then,
it so much easier.
Yeah, extra contacts outside of that as a result, and used that to formulate this year's.
Awesome. That's great. And so you got the tour planned, and then how long of a time frame was the tour, and then how far did you travel? I think you mentioned something crazy, but like how, what were the, logistics of the tour that you guys did?
Our first tour ever, we did way too much driving. We booked gigs day after day. So in order to get to the next populated area, it would be like a 6 to 9 hour drive. So this time we planned our shows a little bit less condensed. It was still 3 weeks on the road, right? A little longer.
Just a little over 3 weeks.
And we still drove a lot, but it was a little less driving every day. It was 5,300 kilometers. So for those American viewers, we need to do some math here. How many miles is that?
I'm like, kilometers. A whole bunch.
A whole bunch. Yeah.
The average person does here something like about 20,000 kilometers in a whole year.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
A quarter of what the average person does in a year in 3.5 weeks.
That camper van is so trusty. It's from '83 and it's gone.
Yeah, it's old.
Now, did you already have the van, or was it something that you got specifically for the tour?
We got it specifically for our first tour. And we did it. Now we still got to put that reno video together.
We had so many plans for that reno video. It's just like there's so much footage, and anyway, maybe we'll eventually do like a throwback.
Yeah.
Throwback
Thursday. Next Thursday.
Your hair's like long and brown.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's the not recent
Yeah.
Yeah, so we went to 3 different provinces. Like Alexander said, we tried to do it. Josh made the suggestion that we, spend some time in each place, like a day ahead.
Yeah.
Connect with people and stuff, which was really smart. It meant that we had fewer performances we had about the same amount of performances that we did in 18 days last year. Right? So the same amount of stops. But we're gone longer. So, I mean, it helped for feeling settled where we were rather than getting out of a vehicle after driving for 9 hours and sitting up and playing.
And we could spend time.
Yeah,
we gotta go. We gotta sleep and wake up in the morning and go.
Yeah, It was nice to connect with the people that. As an artist, you're nothing without people that support you. If there's no people who are interested in what you're creating as art and music, you're just
doesn't matter how good you are
doing your own thing. So when people get in their houses to us and all that stuff,
they want to go out for dinner. Like,
right?
It's not just a career move. Like, we actually really enjoy that part.
Yeah,
meeting up with people, hearing their stories. Amazing what you can learn.
And what I loved about just, some of the videos that I caught and things like that is that you were taking the opportunity to, capture some of that, for obviously for yourselves, but also just letting in, your followers and stuff be like, hey, this isn't just about the show. This just isn't about, trying to get, clicks. This is, hey, we want to let you guys in on what we're doing and, what's going on, all that stuff. And I loved being able to see that whole process. And I know, social media can be, quote unquote, yeah,
it really is.
But I think, I was reading Gary V, his latest book called Crushing It. I think it's his latest one. But one of the things he said that I think that you guys actually embody already is he's like, everybody's always trying to focus on creating content. And he's like, if you take that mask off of it and just think about the fact that you are the content and document versus create, then it just opens up a whole new world of, not treating this thing as something separate, but just turn it on, document it. And he's, obviously we all don't have the ability to have people just follow us around 24/7 like he does, but
yeah, at the same time, I'm not.
That was a really hard thing for us. We were talking with a friend of ours, and she was telling us, I'm so interested in what you do in your life and like the business side of music, and everything you tell me in this conversation is so interesting. We're like, we had to realize that what we are doing is actually interesting, which is kind of, it's like you content. Wow, I'm interesting. You never think about it that way.
Right, because it's your everyday stuff. But then, and I don't know, maybe there's a struggle too with the vanity of it or the perceived vanity of it.
Yeah.
Like
taking pictures of your food.
Even the idea of selfies. Like, I was against cell phones in general when they first became popular with people in my peer group. I was like, I don't want one, and like you guys are all sitting there like looking at your phones instead of having conversations. I didn't get it. I only got a cell phone because I started a business when I was 17.
Yeah.
But I didn't understand it, and so in some ways I'm a little bit delayed in my learning of technical
old
stuff
at heart, which is kind of where our first music project came from. The vintage style.
Right.
We're
we're kind of old souls
that
in
kind
that
of
way.
way.
But so I think it's been a healthy challenge to open our lives up.
Yeah.
And allow that like, I've always been the type of person that if you want to have a sit down conversation with me, I'm pretty much an open
one-on-one. Totally.
Yeah.
Like, I will I'm not afraid to share, whatever. If I feel like it's going to add value to our relationship or somebody else's life or something. When it came to social media, I just didn't understand. Like, why would you take pictures of yourself and put them
Yeah.
up? You know what I mean? Like, pictures of your life, what you're doing, yeah, but like just
Yeah,
like
it is.
I didn't get it, but then I started realizing, well, what do I look at when I'm looking at stuff, and what's appealing psychologically about that? We like the idea of, for the first time in maybe all of human history, we're able to capture ourselves in a beautiful way. We're able to say, this is me done up the way that I, envision myself, and you can artistically put filters on, you can do all that kind of stuff, and you can combine it with, something that you learned that day and whatever. And so I think that if I take away like the pride side of it, or what I thought was vanity, I started. I'm like, well, it's just simple. It's just, yeah, like you said, you're documenting your life and your experiences. And if the people who are interested in checking that out, then they check it out.
Yeah, definitely. And that's, I think there's I don't know. It's like just being a musician. It's really difficult, and it's been difficult for me in that same regard, in terms of, doing, Facebook lives and creating these weekly videos and stuff. It's like I'm used to being on stage and interacting with a crowd and feeding off the energy and all that stuff. And now I'm in my office looking at this computer that's not talking back to me. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, it's fine. We can't physically be in front of the people that, we would want to be in front of all the time. So it's definitely a mental block, but
yeah.
But yeah, you guys are killing it. And obviously, just recently, you mentioned the first project, but how long of a time frame was it when the idea for the new rebranding came up? Like, how long of a process, and kind of that thought process of going from Soapbox Duo to, is it Jenesia or Jenesia?
Jenesia.
You got it right the first time.
Jenesia.
Nailed it.
So that was a very long process. We chose the name Soapbox Duo at first because we want our music to be like a platform. We've talked lots and lots about that. And deciding to change the name came up quite a few times in the first 2 years of us being Soapbox Duo.
And
people maybe get rid of the duo because it puts you in a box already, like a category, or like husband, wife, like hobbyist sort of thing. And Soapbox Duo kind of like has more of a punch, more flexibility playing with a band, because we played with a band as Soapbox Duo, but then we're not really a duo. It was kind of confusing for some viewers.
And the biggest thing for us is, because we do our music full time, the majority of our finances come from live performance bookings. And so, you're looking at, okay, what shows were we getting booked for under that? And what shows, what of those performances did we really love? Which festivals? What kind of places? We started really looking at what kind of live music we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Performing and viewing and consuming. And we're like, okay, like people like, we liked Amy Winehouse, and we like what Bruno Mars does now. And like we went to John Mayer last year. We got to see, we got to do a VIP experience, which was cool. We got to be right in the front and see how the band interacted, and realize, I used to do rock music. I had an album out with a band, and I miss that like high energy element. And so that's what we want to be able to have that. Like, obviously we're still going to play as the two of us. You're still going to hear us with an acoustic guitar and all that kind of stuff. But we were seeing ourselves where we wanted to be. Like, where do we want to be in 3 years and 5 years? And that's when that part started kind of coming in. We noticed the cover songs that we were singing too. People would react differently to them. And so we were deciding, okay, we like these ones, and people tend to like this sort of stuff, so why don't we go down that road?
Gotcha. And so then with the music, then, that what people were reacting to in terms of what you were covering, how had an impact on then kind of your sound and what you liked, but then kind of looking at, you know what, when we do this kind of stuff, we get this kind of reaction. When we do that, I got you. Okay.
And just some things really fit well. Or like I played some like interesting guitar stuff, and Jenesia would sing. Often those are the most popular songs. People come, wow, like your wife has such an amazing voice, and I love how you accompany her. And we realized that's maybe what we should be going for, because those got the best reactions. Like Hello, and what are the other big vocal songs that Jenesia sang? People love that stuff.
Love on the Brain.
Yeah,
like that.
The pop ballads.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of went from that.
That's cool. And I remember hearing you guys in Nashville and just thinking, you know, how locked in and just tight you guys were, you know, with harmonies and just the hooks. And, you know, it's been too long now. I can't sing them off the top of my head, but I know for the rest, but I know that night I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, that's why we were like, when you guys were coming off the stage, me and Jessica were like, hey, don't go. We want to talk. Yeah.
Stage for a good 20 minutes there.
It was awesome to get a positive response in another city like that, and to meet you guys.
Awesome.
Uh-huh.
It was real confirmation for us, like we have something to offer, because it was at that time we're like, maybe this isn't right for us.
Well,
yeah.
I don't.
We go through. That's the artist's peril.
It's like this all the time.
All the time. You're like, I shouldn't do this. This is the best. I hate music.
Oh man. Now, by the way, if you are tuned in, if you have any questions for the band, please put them in the comments below. I've got a couple of thumbs up, and then I see Heather here that says Safari says the address is invalid. It won't let me watch. That is, Heather, that makes me sad. Honestly, if she can't watch, she's probably not hearing me be sad right now, but yeah.
Jen's going to text her and let her go on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
Let's see if that helps.
Good deal. Okay, so I'll get back to the music in just a second, but on another really cool thing that has happened recently, tell us about the United Way contest. Like,
that was so needed.
Like, I saw, you know, I got a couple of notifications like, hey guys, we're entered into this contest. If you guys wouldn't mind heading out there and casting a vote kind of thing, which, being a booking agent and me being involved with, you know, a lot of musicians, you know, to have someone to get a notification to vote for something, it wasn't an uncommon thing. But
Right.
Then to see like, hey guys, by the way, we made it to the next round. So if you really love us, would you mind voting again? Which is cool. But yeah, tell us. And the cool thing was you won the whole thing.
We did, which was another great thing. We actually have they had this big printed check.
Can we show them?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, show us the check.
There's our light. Okay, there's the check. We have a small, so that we remember our successes, because as business people, we're like, we really pushed so hard, and as soon as we've succeeded, it's like, great, okay, that's in the past. Now we need to think about what we need to do next. We look at our failures, how we can grow from them, but we need to remember things that we have accomplished, because when you look back and you realize, wow, we actually have done so much, it's amazing and encouraging.
Yeah.
It's always looking at the negative. So that's why we haven't hung up there.
Yeah.
Just really big.
Yeah, no, that should definitely be celebrated. But yeah, tell us about the United Way part of it, like the contest. What was the contest for, and what was it about?
We've had fellow musicians in the local scene do the contest before. It's for the region, I believe. predominantly Edmonton artists, though, are the ones entering. And so we'd seen people win it. We saw people's submissions before, saw the hype around the whole thing. And then this year, the guy who plays bass with us, he's an incredible musician and human being.
Yeah.
He texted us and was like, hey, actually, a little while after we got back from Nashville, it was like middle of September or something like that. And he was like, hey, you guys should, submit something for this thing. And we're like, oh, okay. So we looked at the website, and it was basically like, write a song about poverty, like maybe from your own experience or from what you've seen and stuff, and submit it, a little video together. And we're like, okay, well, we had like tons of stuff on the go, and we were planning to leave for Haiti to go do our documentary there and everything. And we're like, I don't know if we're going to get this together.
Right.
And we were.
We couldn't sleep.
Yeah. Couldn't sleep.
We're like, gotta get to bed early. Couldn't sleep. So we're like, let's just write a song. I feel like it's just time to write a song.
When I was doing research about.
Oh, yeah.
Because to me, I think.
That's why we couldn't sleep.
Yes. One of the things about being an entrepreneur and an artist is you are often pulled in multiple directions. And there are so many things to care about and to try to help or change it.
There's a million problems, and you just can't fix them all. You can't even address them all.
No, and so one of the things that we've been trying to do is, like, we stopped teaching last year to focus on our performing and writing and recording. And so one of the other things is, like, really focus on the areas that we want to really help.
Yeah.
And so when I was thinking about this poverty thing, I was like, man, okay, well, how does that relate back to sexual abuse, which is specifically childhood sexual abuse, which is what we are working to prevent and bring awareness to. Mm-hmm. And when I started doing the research, I found how overwhelmingly connected the two were, and how much higher the risk was for children that were in lower economic brackets, and maybe even in the foster systems and things like that. So I was reading all the stuff, and we decided, we weren't sleeping anyway, so we got up.
All this fresh information was in our brains, and it came out of that.
Yeah, and we wrote it.
We wrote it in one night. It was like wham, bam, done, finished. Sometimes that happens. We've worked on songs that have taken like a year to write the whole thing. Another song, one night, finished. It's just
in 45 minutes too. It was a pretty fast tune. So the way that United Way does it is there's like a first round, everybody submits, and then there's a jury or a panel that selects top 10. And at that point, that's when people are encouraged to get involved and vote. Mm-hmm. And what that does is it brings the attention to United Way and what they're doing within the province and within our city to make those changes. And
you get all these artists who are sharing their video, vote for my video, and it just gets around. And then United Way, which is the organization that puts it together. I don't know if America has United Way.
Yes.
But they do, yeah. So, just raises all that awareness, and thousands upon thousands of people end up seeing it. So it's really smart that way.
Yeah, Planet Sound, I think, are the masterminds behind the contest and the ideas. Mm-hmm. But it's fantastic for us because we got to meet incredible other artists and other music contacts in the city.
And there's people who are really, like, their life is fighting poverty and
issue. Yeah.
And it's cool to meet those people because right away you're inspired.
Yeah. It's hard not to be when, you see people that are, not just helping you be aware of certain things, but you can see not only their passion, but their commitment to trying to
everything. It's amazing.
Yeah. And it's almost, just kind of what you were alluding to before. It's like, I'm almost envious of people that have, dedicated their lives to, one cause or something like that. It's like, oh, how did you make that decision? Like, I want to,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
turn off your brain to social media because
Yeah.
there's just a of issues.
Yeah, a ton. But cool. So yeah, congratulations on that. And when was that? How long ago was that? Was that in April as well? Like, was that before or after the tour?
Test started in November, so that's when you first apply. And then the final showcase for top 3 was February 22nd. And
Right.
is when I got my appendix removed.
Yeah, we had to do this big showcase for
Right.
800 people in the room to
Right.
vote for you, and Jen gets her appendix removed 2 days before. We're like, come on, like, what kind of timing is this? Because you're singing
Oh,
your body and your diaphragm and everything.
yeah.
But Jen is a monster, and we wheeled her, and she got up there and she just sang. And afterwards, she like walks off the stage. As soon as she's like by the stairs, she's like, her voice sits in the wheelchair. The energy from the performance just fed you.
Yeah. It did
And you
help.
killed it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, I did not realize that we had that in common.
Oh,
I-
okay. What's the story? I need to know.
Well, it also involved a show, but
Oh.
we were playing a wedding, and I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I remember I just had this pain in my side. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, what did I eat today? But it was like during like getting ready for the show. So I just getting ready for the show, it was like kind of an adrenaline kind of thing. So I guess my body just suppressed the pain in such a way that I knew something was up, but I'm just like, well, just let me get through the show and I'll be fine. Yeah, I woke up that morning, probably about 3 or 4 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep because it was hurting so bad. And I remember going downstairs and getting on the computer, and I literally diagnosed myself on WebMD. I'm like, okay, there's a picture of the body. Okay, yeah, it's on this side. Oh yeah, I'm like, So I went up.
And all that could have been your appendix.
Yeah,
I guess
Yeah, I thought I had like appendicitis many times in the past, and this time I didn't even think that that's what it was.
But yeah, I went back upstairs and tapped Jessica. I'm like, hey, sweetie. Hey, I think we need to go to the hospital. She's like, yeah, gotta go. But yeah, so that is an unfortunate coincidence. Say what?
You made it through the performance. So
Yeah, it was. Yeah, adrenaline is what I'll just attribute it to, because it definitely hurt, but it wasn't. It obviously wasn't too painful to perform, but I think that just kind of delayed the inevitable until that morning, because I couldn't lay down. I woke up, I'm not going to say I was screaming, but I was
inside you're screaming.
I was making manly, painful noises. But
Right, yeah.
but yeah. So
Oh, great, Heather got on.
Yay.
what up, Heather? So okay. So let's switch gears real quick. So we've talked about your music and kind of transitioning and what your new sound was and all of that. So the most recent thing you guys have done, not just the rebranding, but is this awesome music video that you just released. Was it last week?
Yes.
Friday.
So cool. So tell us about the video. Like, and this was on location, right? Was it you were in Mexico, right?
In Mexico. You can't fake Mexico. We tried. We thought, maybe we can go to West Edmonton Mall Water Park. It's the biggest water park, I think, in the world.
I'm
Maybe.
not really sure anymore.
It's huge, but no. We needed to do Mexico for real.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah, we went to Cabo San Lucas, to
Nice.
right next to Lovers Beach. The hotel that we and resort was called Playa Grande. It's gorgeous.
so incredible. We were looking for pictures. Where should we film this music video? Cancun might be the cheapest, but getting permission to film on a resort, there's not a lot of like wild beach.
Yeah.
We found this place, and it's like, I guess it's reserve. No, what's the word? Like national park, sort of.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. It's like you're not allowed to build anything there. So we went there and we got permission from the resort as well. It was a lot of work. Anyway, good thing we won the My United Way voice because that basically paid for the music video. We took 2 friends down.
Mm-hmm.
A friend who helped us with translations and like getting really clear direction for what
He's also a phenomenal musician. He plays all the keys on the Mexico track that we're referring to as well.
He's actually the best keyboard player I know.
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He could play with Bruno Mars. He could play with any of them. For real. He's amazing.
And it's so funny that he came, like, his function wasn't, like, to come play keyboard
No.
or anything. We're like, we need your help with Spanish and also behind-the-scenes stuff. And he was like, sweet. So we really think that he was willing to come.
He was a huge help.
And then our director, Justin Burnell, he is incredible at capturing travel and, like, creative
I mean, look at these shots.
projects.
This is one guy.
Beautiful.
One guy.
That's one guy.
One guy did it all. Directing, filming, lighting, all that stuff.
That's great. So how long did and I've shot a few music videos before, just, iPhone stuff and some other things, nothing like, traveling to Mexico, but like, what was the planning process like, just working with him as a director? Was it really detailed, or was it like more of a, we're going to go and let the environment do the talking and here's what I want you guys to do? Or like, what was that process like?
It was super detailed. We did a lot of research on the space or the area, and we had a lot of contact with the resort to kind of see what kind of locations they have that we could film on site. And we storyboarded the whole thing. We talked about every scene, like second by second, what kind of shots we're gonna have. And like this shot, like there's some stuff that was improvised. He wanted a cliff jump scene, he wanted like beach shots. All of that was meticulously planned, and we planned every single day. We were there for 8 days, and we made sure we didn't waste a second.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to be as efficient as possible, and Justin's a really creative personality. He's really good at helping figure that out. So we had a few artists that we liked, some stuff that they'd done in the past, and so we threw some inspiration stuff together. Kevin helped us get the dancers, which was a huge part that we wanted to just really elevate it.
That just really speaks pop into a music video.
Yeah.
And I mean, I used to dance competitively before I had a spinal injury in 2010 is when I got injured. So I'd love to, re-tap into that, and he's interested in dancing too.
Super
so perhaps down the road, once we have some time to figure our stuff out, that might be something we'll get involved in. But for now, like, to be able to find professional dancers in a country and a city that you're not from,
right?
That all the dance schools and resort facilitators all speak Spanish. So we put out a call sheet, like a one sheet and all this stuff, and like contacted a bunch of places, but we don't speak Spanish. So once we got Kevin involved, he really helped us to...
He really took that on, and he succeeded. He got some great dancers. He actually knows one of the dancers personally because he went to school with them, and she had to work there as a dancer.
That's amazing.
Actually, 2 of the dancers are Canadian. One's Australian, and the other 2 are
from different parts of Mexico.
Yeah. Like, what are the chances we would have found two Canadian bands?
Yeah, right? Yeah, well, it looks amazing, and you guys did an awesome job on that. And you said the actual shooting of the video was 8 days. You shot all 8 days you were there?
We shot 6 or 7.
We did
full days.
Yeah, we did like scouting for the first day we got there, because we got there halfway through the day and we got and stuff. And then halfway through the second day as well, we were trying to, meet with managers, stuff like that, figure all that out. And we had a few hiccups on our dancer day when we had made a deal with a different location and had to transport everyone to that location. Then it turned out to not be what we were thinking that it was.
And you know what? We ended up coming back to the result.
Yeah, there were things that weren't necessarily planned that turned out really, really well, and maybe even better than what we had planned. So,
yeah, and that's why you plan. You plan for the plan, and if the plan doesn't work out, at least you know what you're looking for, not just improvising through.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's great. So then, okay, so where can folks find your music? Actually, I know that they can go.
Oh, look at that! So fancy. Is where you can find everything. I made sure that everything is linked like crazy. If you scroll to the bottom of any page, we have every single platform that you can find, any of our social pages and music, buy or to stream.
That is cool.
So I'd say go there because you can find it all.
Yeah. And I do have the link in this post on the Indie Band Coach Facebook page, as well as the I think it's the stream, or basically the music link with all of the different downloading and streaming options too. Right. So
it's smart URL.
Smart URL. So now, say what?
Great program.
Yeah.
For you?
What? So Mexico, it's labeled as a single. Is there an album that goes along with this? And like, what's next for Jenesia?
Next up is the album coming out on June 22nd.
June 22nd.
We're going to be in Toronto, promoting it on morning television and any sort of blogs and interviews that we can get while we're there. And
nice.
After that, we're going to just try to pump out some more music videos, lyric videos, figure all that stuff out.
Yeah.
And that is really the next biggest thing. After that, we're going to look at doing some school tours potentially. Lots of dreams. We just got we got the frame, got to put it all together.
Awesome. That's great. Well, what do you think? Well, we are rooting for you, and we are, definitely, going to be here to help support in any way. We are, big fans and have been since we, got a chance to meet. So, if there's something that we can help you guys do, like, make it to California.
We would love to go there.
There's a couple of music venues here, just 2 or 3. So, but yeah, but you guys, just thank you guys so much for your time. I just wanted to, get a chance to catch up and, just share your music and your story, and, really just, help, connect you guys with people that I think that would enjoy your sound, your music, and your story, and all of that. So hopefully you guys have had a good time as much as I did.
Thank you so much for thinking of us and connecting with us, because we loved meeting you and your wife too. It's super cool to find other musical couples that are living large and having dreams and pursuing arts, because it's not the easiest road. And you guys seem to have really big hearts, and we're happy to know you guys. Thank you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Yes, and yes, Jessica sends her love, and yeah, she'll get a chance to catch this here when she gets in. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And JenesiaMusic.com. And you can also check out, is it Jenesia Music, or check out Jenesia on YouTube. So you can check out the video that we just saw for Mexico. In fact, I'm going to get fancy here real quick. We are going to fade out on the video. What?
Mind blowing.
I'm going to turn the sound on. Oh, I probably need to put it up here, though. What? All right, you guys, here is the video for Mexico. Check it out. That's where me and my lover go to get away from the cold. Unplug the phone, don't wanna hear it anymore. Just the waves on the shore. Be like, be la, be la, be la, be la, be. Be la, be la, be la, be la, be. Be la, be la, be la, be la, be la, listen to the ocean roll. We never go. Listen to the ocean roll. Let me go Mexico. No stay, no light, just step on in the night. Let me see those dance moves, Alexander. Come on. We don't do like they do. We are just here for me and you. White sands, no shoes. Be like me, don't be like me, don't be like me. Be like me, don't be like me. Look at that glance. All right, we're going to leave them wanting more.
All right,
there you go.
Yeah, we're going to leave them wanting more. So if you guys want to see the rest of the video, you got to go to YouTube. You know, you can't see this last minute. Actually, I think it's really about to end anyway. It's okay. But as it fades out, I just want to say thank you again, Alexander, Jenesia. Congratulations on the video and all of the success. Keep it up. We are fans, and we can't wait to see what is next, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. It was great chatting with you.
All right, guys. Take care. See ya.